turbo blur. Lines on the T like the rap on the curb. Hit the merch garage, don't miss your turn. Real street fit, not your showroom merch.
I truly miss having a Hummer. We've owned, I think, 3 now. So we had the first one was the white one we bought back in 2019.
We're buying this Hummer. I'm not even joking.
Then 2 months later, we bought the black one. The black one had issues on it, ended up selling it pretty quickly after that. And then about a year and a half, 2 years ago, we bought the 3rd black one from Predator.
Hey, you got a cigar in there? I need a cigar.
With the Duramax swap, tons of fun. We just didn't use it, and it's obviously a big payment. But it's one of those things where it's like, you don't really miss something until it's gone, right? And that's probably the case with Damon and the Senna, which I'll get into in a minute. But I was watching some videos with Damon the other night on the Hummer stuff we used to do, and some of the most fun memories I have is in a Hummer, ironically. They can take a beating. You buy a modern off-road vehicle and do a tenth what this does, it's gonna break in half. But these, you can literally jump them, smash through things, drive through fences, everything you want to do in a Hummer. This sold, hey? Hummer sold? Yeah, it's sold. Captain Obvious. I wonder if I can open the door on this. No, it's locked. I do prefer the box style versus the wagon style. That's preference. But this one has like literally every light bar you can imagine. We have one here, here, all the way around. All in the front, 2 in the front, plus 1 here in the bumper and all down the side, which is super cool. Look at the wiring loom, just for all those lights. Reminds me of the R8 that Baja Designs sponsored all the lights on it. The wiring loom was like that fat in the end, but crazy lighting. This would be crazy too. So I'm curious, you guys, you know, would you want to see a Hummer again on the channel? I think they actually have one here with a Duramax in it. That's going to be pretty good deal. They're not worth the same money in Canada as they are in the US. And with all the tariffs now, cars aren't changing border. So it's kind of morphing the market a little bit. Like if you want to buy a Hummer from the US bring it to Canada, Canada has a tariff on the US, so they would charge you 25%. So basically what's in the country is going to stay in the country for the most part until the next thing happens with the tariffs. But supply and demand, there's not a huge market in Canada for Hummers. It's more of an American culture around these big things. So maybe we'll buy another one. What if we got another Hummer? Oh, look at this thing. This is cool.
That's what you guys need,
no,
right there.
That won't survive.
Yeah, it will. It's diesel. Might not survive.
Why do you look so guilty right now? Look like
we're guilty. It's diesel.
Do you not look guilty just now?
Yeah, you did. I am guilty.
These are sexy. These are cool.
I'm trying to figure out the door out.
All right. Back in the Hummer life. Now this is an actual Alpha. This is one, you've had this a few times, haven't you?
We have, yeah. It's a special truck, so competition yellow. And the all black interior in Alphas, so you know how they mostly come with that tan interior, like the other one you looked at?
Yep.
So it was the last run of Alphas that came with just a full black interior. So it makes it probably one of 3, maybe?
Oh, which is why it's 300,000 Canadian. And then this is the one that, hold on. Quiet at the airport. This is one I was looking at on your website. So what's the story on this one?
So it has a Duramax conversion. So it's the same as your guys' old one. So at least it has some sort of power. The truck being, you don't see a ton of trucks. Like
no.
You usually see them as a convertible, right? So the truck box makes it kind of cool. It's got some racking and stuff in the back. But the truck's be perfect for what you need for.
Yeah, I like it. I prefer the truck box style Hummers just from aesthetic reasons than the wagons. You're a wagon guy, aren't you? You like the wagon better?
I like the wagon because I like to go camping and stuff in it.
Right.
And put everything in it.
And this one has these crazy saddlebags in the back.
You know what would be cool with this? Is to put the slant back on.
Yeah, slant back conversion would be sick.
With the big cover on it. And it's just like, goes on like a truck box, right?
Oh, so it's like just like an actual bolt-on part.
Yeah, you just bolt it right onto here. And then you have all the room inside.
Huh.
And it gives it that slant look.
That'd be cool. Yeah, these are dope.
Power tailgate.
Yeah. Yeah, Damon and I had a conversation the other night about doing this because I do like the off-road. Obviously with the R8, I love going and smashing things, but this you could literally, you guys have seen on our channel many times. It's crazy what these can put up with. And yeah, they're finicky and weird, but like, it makes it fun. We've actually had really good luck. The white one we bought off you, the first one back in 19.
the best
Bulletproof.
Hummer we've ever had.
Yeah, it's still driving. Right now, it's in New Jersey for sale again.
Oh, really?
It's we did it with a color called Mercedes Yellow.
Yeah, the
highlighted letter or whatever.
Yeah.
It's for sale right now in New Jersey. The guy reached out to me, asked if we want to buy it. I said, I think you want 125 US. We bought that off Matt for like 89 grand Canadian.
And it's not Duramax conversion.
It's not. It's the 6.5.
The funny thing with Hummers is you have them for a bit, and then you sell them, and then you see them again, and you get in, you drive one, and then you want it again.
Yeah.
It's like this weird thing that keeps coming back to you.
Well, it's like anything. Like you go from a business perspective. Okay, it's not really doing anything for the channel. It's a payment each month. We'll get rid of it. But now, like that's price on this one's really good for what you're getting.
Yeah.
So I will talk to Damon, and maybe we'll buy one. Even keep it in Kelowna would be fun too. Like take up the mountains and shit up there.
It's so fun to do.
Smash through stuff. And then
one of these.
well, ironically, Damon and I talked about buying RVs recently just to go with the family camping trips and whatnot. And these are the crazy ones. This is like buying a condo. It's sick, but how much is this thing?
400.
Yeah.
It's an earth roamer though, like they're $1 million
for sure.
US new.
For sure, it's worth that. What's cool is look at the suspension. It has a full king suspension with the big airbags. Like, that's the real deal.
This is what you do, like you go from Alaska to South America and go through like all those roads. Like you can go on the beach with this thing, air it down. It's got all the winches front to rear. It's like dialed, ready to go.
And brand new, this is $1 million.
US, yeah.
Holy shit. I like this. Put some light bars. Hey, Baja Design. Shout out to Baja Designs. They did all lights on the R8. What is, this is a cool truck.
So me and Mike are actually starting a YouTube channel, and it's all about grilling and...
oh, Grill Masters.
Yeah. So this is what we...
Well, Mike has the body for it.
Exactly. So this is what we thought we'd start with.
Oh, it's a barbecue. Get out of here. Holy crap. Of all the things you need, oh, hold on, fuck this up. Camera, gonna help. Of all the things you need, this might be one of them.
If you need to cook 200 burgers at once, this is your unit.
You know, it'd be cool actually. We bring this to Compton, and we start a little barbecue business out front.
Never mind, I thought that was barbecue. This is actually the first time I've looked at this.
So you would put like chips and things like that. People could put the burgers together here. Is there an engine in this thing, or is this just a trailer?
It's a trailer.
Gotcha. So this must have things in here as well. This must be for like displaying something. It says do not open right here. Well, it's cool. Yeah, imagine we have that in front of the HQ and actually have like a Saturday barbecue. Is this for sale?
Yes, it is. We should build one out of the new Lambo. The
Revolto?
Revolto.
All right.
Barbecue. Might hold its value.
It might hold its value better. Can't see anything in here. Two cars are officially leaving this dealership. Now you already know what they are. This is an update video for you guys on some things going on here. The 720, Damon was gonna drive it down. Unfortunately, there's some other software issues and that car is being shipped right now. It just left, I just missed, I was gonna film it getting picked up for you guys, but it just got loaded by TFX and it's on its way back to get some work done. You're so short.
Dave.
When did you get so short?
Dave,
And I'm so tall. You're so short.
Damn it, stop it. You're manipulating the viewers into thinking I'm short. I'm 6'7".
You're not 6'7".
I'm 6'7". I'm huge. I weigh 345 pounds. It's pretty massive. Pretty massive person.
So
you want to get your SLS?
I do want to get my SLS. Damon has sold the Senna. The money has landed today. That's why I'm here. That car is going bye-bye. And just like the Hummer, I know Damon's gonna regret it later. He's gonna miss that car because he always missed the things. Like he doesn't want to sell it. At the end of the day, it's like if he could keep that car, he would. That car is very expensive, and he has new cars he has lined up, and he knows that that car, the payment would be like 4 other cars.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot more exciting for what he's going to do with the money.
But he like the CGT, he never wanted to sell that car, and he misses it every day. I think the Senna, the question is this, did we screw up? Does the Senna in 5 years from now become the next LaFerrari in value? Is it a $5 million car, $4 million car? Right now it's about 1.314.
I don't think so, because I think McLaren is going to top it. I think they're going to continue to try and come out with bigger and better. and even more exclusive in certain cases. So I don't know how much further that car would go. I think you guys did well with it.
That's the risk on it, is like, and we monetize, we make videos with it. It's different than like an average car collector.
And enjoying it.
And Damon enjoyed it. Drove it back and forth to Phoenix one day and back in one day, 1,000 miles.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, the other day, it was like, that was dumb. I'm like, yeah, but you had fun. You had a really fun time driving it. And, you know, these cars, unfortunately, the mileage does affect the value, but then if you don't drive it, why buy it?
And you guys really enjoyed builds, and you can't really build that car, you know? Like,
Not really. I mean, he had the livery on it, did wheels, but beyond that, yeah, you're not going to put a body kit on it.
No.
I always want to do a wing delete, and people would laugh at me.
I think that's a great idea, Dave.
Hey, wing delete on the Senna? You like that idea?
That's a fantastic idea. It's like doing the normal doors on the SLS.
Yeah, I like that too.
Or are you guys doing the normal door
We're going to get the
conversion?
convertible hinges and put it on it. But just for 1 second, check out the orange Revelto. This is dope. That's a cool color. I know Damon loves the purple, but I think that, and I know he's planning on some stuff right now, I think that car would really benefit from a crazy livery to give it that whole DDE badass Lamborghini look on it. It has the temporary gold rush livery for the rally, and after that, I believe Damon has a plan for it already, but pretty cool car, super fast. When I drove Damon's, I was really impressed. It's really good. Like, I know some people say it doesn't have the same theatrics as an Aventador, but like with the dual clutch transmission and the hybrid assist, they did a really good job. And I know they took a bit of a dip in the market, but I think people got nervous, especially with the economy. I feel like those will definitely come back up again. We have a matte white SVJ, which is super sick. A dope ass 765 LT with the roof scoop. Looks like there was a murder scene here at August. This is cool. What's happening here? Look at this.
That's pretty cool, eh?
It's pretty cool.
Me and Mike do this in our spare time.
Artwork together? Arts and crafts in August?
Oh, this is the guy.
Yeah, so yeah, there's lots of...
I got lots of stuff here. Did you buy all these? Is it layaway?
Layaway.
Oh, dope. Look at that.
Want that?
Yeah.
So is this resin on? You paint it and you put resin over, like epoxy?
Yeah, so there's lots of painting happening, layers and splashes and splatters, like lots of things, and then you pour the resin, and you do the same thing on the die-cast cars, and you can do any kind of size, colors.
Any size.
We should put the
Do a real size car.
We should put the
real
Senna,
size.
we should put the Senna on a big piece of wood.
Yes.
And we'll
Yes.
hang it in the showroom.
And you screw the paint thing at it. Put the paint at it.
Yeah. You can take the engine
It'd be
and
the
use
most
it for
expensive picture in the world.
Yeah.
You could use the engine for the
How
720
crazy
GTR.
if you took a shell of a supercar and did that on the wall in the store here. Car on the wall and then you did the whole paint thing. You can't pay for it, but we'll let you do it.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
And this one is the horse, and
Oh, the horse.
the big horse.
The big horse.
You know, we always thought Fry would sue us first, but it might actually be you. What's your favorite car on the channel?
What's my favorite car on the channel?
If you could take one car for your personal benefit in the fleet.
The most expensive car you guys have. That would be my favorite.
No, let's say there's no monetary value. It's just the car.
Just
you can
the
never
car,
sell
like
it.
you can never sell it.
You can never sell it for monetary gain. You can only drive it for pleasure.
I would probably go the 720.
Oh, yeah.
I like that car.
You wouldn't go in it for a drive though, not a
No,
hard drive.
if I'm driving it, I would.
Oh, if you're
I like
driving it.
speed if I'm driving.
You brought your dog so Damon couldn't speed. I know what you were doing.
Yeah.
I knew that strategy when I watched that video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what car would you take from the collection?
Senna.
How about you? What's your favorite manufacturer? What do you love the most?
I love the SF90.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not a financial advisor, I hope. Oh
Oh yeah. Really?
Same old routine. Mike packs his own lunch.
Oh yeah.
So take a minute and appreciate the level of complexity in the weave. Now, if you love this car, you hated this car, that's okay. But you have to appreciate the engineering and how they pulled off this car, how special it is. I'm on the fence as far as long-term values. Who knows? Like, everybody thought the Enzos were garbage. People thought the F40s were garbage. People thought even the McLaren F1s dipped for a while, and the Veyron. And now McLaren F1 is like $20 million, so maybe one day this is a $20 million car and we just lost $19 million. It's hard to say. But in this business, you need new, you need fresh, and Damon knows that. He doesn't want to sell it. It breaks his heart, but he gets that those cars you guys really want to see him build, that he also wants to build, and this will unlock a bunch of money for us to do that. So it's back to stock, has the factory wheels on it, all the wraps off, you've seen that already before, and it's time to say goodbye. SLS, nothing beats this door. Going straight up. It actually has a lot more room than you'd think the car next to you. This car needs to head south of the US to start the build. In the meantime, let's enjoy it together. Oh, look at this. I've only driven this car the one time when we did the reveal video, and that was very brief. So I'm pumped to get more experience driving this car to learn more about it. I actually have 5 facts on this car looked up that are pretty special, that make it super unique, especially for the time it came out, and even compared to modern cars today. Good. Well, Senna, I love you, and I'll miss you.
I'll take care of it.
Are you the new owner?
I'm the new owner.
Some crazy long lease terms here. I've always had this routine when I get a new car, and it's hard to really understand and learn the car when you're distracted. Obviously making YouTube videos with people. I always like to take the car for a drive by myself, like an hour, and get a really good feel for it. And I also do a bunch of research about the car to learn about, you know, some of the cool things about it. And that really started, ironically, with that Bentley Mulsanne. I got really fascinated on what coach built meant. Went down that path. The SLS also has some pretty cool facts that make it really special. Now, number one, obviously, is the gullwing doors. It's a throwback to the 300 SL from the 50s. It's super unique. No one's really done that. The only car you probably think of right now who's done it is the actual DeLorean from Back to the Future. But that was back in the 80s. So in modern vehicles, no one's really done that in a consumer, like a high volume consumer level. Maybe some special hypercars and kit cars and blah, 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 but like a mass produced Mercedes. Not Pagani, not Koenigsegg, like a run-of-the-mill Mercedes having gullwing doors made this car really special when it came out. This is the best sounding car with a factory exhaust I've ever driven. Like all factory. And the power delivery is unreal how they built this car. Now, a second really fun fact, this is the first car from the ground up completely designed by AMG. Not taking an existing car and adding the things to it. AMG designed and built every SLS and Black Series. My phone died. I pulled over to the gas station to buy a car charger, and I was like, well, hold on a second, where do I plug it in? And I finally found it. It's underneath this cover. Underneath the ashtray I was covering it, it's right here. But I found something else which is pretty cool. To start the car, it's push this button, right? Put on the brake, push right here, starts the car. But for whatever reason that's not working, you can start it with the key. But it's not here, it's not over here anywhere, right? It's actually, move this forward, right here. So, if it died on you, or the button wasn't working, you take the key, which is an old school Mercedes key from like 15 years ago, and you would put it right in here. Right? Put on the brake. And now we're running. You want to cover it up? It's weird, but it's pretty cool. The third thing that makes this car so special, it's the engine. It is a hand-built AMG engine. I mentioned the fact that AMG completely designed this car, well, they built the motor as well, obviously. 6.2 liters. Now the Black Series makes a bit more power, but for around 580 horsepower NA for 2011, it's really impressive. But the power delivery is very linear. The one gripe I have is the transmission, while it's dual clutch, it's not great, it's not precise. So back at Garage 11, we can do tuning in-house. So we're gonna play around with the shift points and see how much better we can make it. Allegedly, it's the same transmission as the F12, which we actually have a fully built clutch for. So we'll get back and work on that, but the motor in this car is very special. Now, I talked a lot about our power upgrade options. There is a bolt-on supercharger kit for this car that with the headers makes 850 horsepower. Then there's twin turbo. Twin turbo, more dramatic, more noises, more headaches. The supercharger kit is completely bolt-on, it's been developed, it's been researched, and allegedly it's quite reliable, and the power delivery is, as you expect from a supercharger, very linear. So we'll make that decision. The backup camera and the entire infotainment system straight out of like a 2008 Mercedes C300. I know that because I own one. Now I don't know if this camera's gonna stay here, but it's got a bit of a flat dash, it's good for vlogging. Not as good as the Porsche. So as far as the build goes for a moment, Obviously, if you've seen it in the main video, we have a full carbon wide body kit. If you haven't seen that, go watch it in the main channel. But that kit's ready to go. This car has to get down to the US to get that started. I have suspension ordered for it. We talked about power earlier. Wheels, we have AL13, so there's options for that. The one thing I do want to look into is you could get this car spec'd with carbon ceramic brakes, which this is, unlike the Bentley, it actually is a sports car. At a time, probably a supercar. So it could use a brake upgrade. The brakes aren't often not great, but also the issue of brake dust. So I'm gonna look into buying some ceramics to upgrade that very, very soon. These doors are such a flex in the SLS because you don't expect it. When you see the car pull up, it looks like a GT almost. SL500 if you don't know the car. Right, the two-door, long front end Mercedes. Especially in silver, it's pretty understated. When the doors open, people are like, what the hell? And I really wish Mercedes and the AMG did not make the convertible. The convertible has the standard doors. That's why the convertible, same engine, same interior, everything but the doors, is half the price. I feel like if they didn't make the convertible, it would make this car worth even more. Could be nothing to compare it to. There'd be no cheaper option. Just the one with the doors that go straight up in the air, Gullwing style. Now, speaking of the doors, you're probably wondering, like I was at first, what happens if you roll over and you're trapped? Do you just die? No. They have a technology called pyrotechnic door bolts, or charge bolts is the technical term, which means in the event of a rollover, two things have to happen. Number one, your airbags deploy. Number two, there's basically a gyro sensor that'll sense it being upside down. When that happens, those two things happen, it actually blows the bolts off and the doors detach. Pretty cool. Now the one thing that's not great is the front end's so long, you can see over the years, people are constantly hitting curbs. It is completely chewed up. The good news is, as you guys know, all this is getting torn out with a new GT3 front end. The last really cool thing of my top 5 reasons why I love this car is it actually is a championship winning car. So the SLS spawned the GT3 program. As you guys know, we have the kit coming for this car. They won 183 races, over 100 podiums, thanks to their program. The 24 Hours of Nürburgring, they won it back in 2013. So it has a lineage of because race car and motorsports. So I'm really pumped to come up with a cool livery for the GT3 kit. And it really does check the boxes for me on what I wanted in the Bentley. I didn't get into the details of the Bentley, but there's a long list of what wouldn't work. So in the end, it wouldn't be luxury and it wouldn't be sporty, it'd be neither. So it'd just be a showpiece. But the one thing I love about this channel and about cars in general is driving. In fact, if you ask me what I want to do with these cars, it's never a Cars and Coffee, it's never a car show. It's going somewhere. Like, let's go down to Arizona, let's go to Salt Lake City, let's do a gumball rally. So look forward to getting this car built and then taking it on the road and really experiencing what it was built for, which is putting miles on it. This thing has like 18,000 miles. We're really gonna change that quickly. Well, a lot's going on right now in the company, and this being behind the scenes channel, I wanna kind of bring you guys in a little bit what happens when I'm not in California filming. We have our hands in many pots, if you will, as far as ways we generate revenue. It can't just be off one thing. In any business, you really need to diversify how to bring money in, because if something changes and you're in trouble. And it's not just about Damon and I and making money. It used to be, it was just the two of us. And we brought Jamie in and so forth. Now we have, ironically, I don't even know how many employees we have right now, because it's a constant involvement based on contractors, actual W9 or T4 in Canada employees. We have more on the US side because that is where we base our operations. Don't mind the camera sliding. Damon and I operate on visas, so we are in the US as legal employees, as business owners. It's pretty easy between Canada and the US to do that. That's process and paperwork. I just went through it. It was 1,100 pages at the border, but that's been finalized, and we are expanding obviously operations with Garage 11. Garage 11 will have the most employees out of anything we do, just because it is labor intensive. And then obviously we have our store and more things on the go. So I'm gonna call Evan in a minute, follow up on him, see how Garage 11 is doing. We kind of did a soft open. It's one of those things where, like, unlike a store that sells a product, there really is no hard opening. And we thought, well, there's still a few things we're waiting on as far as equipment, some decorations in the garage and wall branding. We started taking on customers. We dropped the Instagram account. We did a few soft mentions in these videos, not even on the main channel. And we're already getting really busy. Tons of inquiries, lots of people looking for, it really ranges all the way from, a twin turbo kit on a supercar all the way to a lift kit and a truck. We're sitting here in traffic right now in Kelowna. I live downtown Kelowna. August Garage is at the, is it north or south? It's north, I believe. Anyways, it's about 20-minute drive. Kelowna in the summer, you can't beat it. It's absolutely beautiful. Probably one of my favorite places next to California. Can't wait to get this thing on the 405. Canada, the speed limits are super low. Like I think 60 miles an hour is like the fastest highway in the entire country. When you're in LA, not us, we follow the rules, but everybody around you is doing 90. Everybody, all the time. Mom in a minivan, car with a spare tire in the back, car with no bumper, 90, 90, 90. And if you're doing the speed limit like 65, everyone's flying past you the entire time. Which here's the opposite. And yeah, it's not as fun to drive here. Beautiful, but not as exhilarating. All right, we are going to August Garage to pick up my wife's Range Rover. We just swapped over the winters to summers, which is a thing where we live, required by law. Check out this, that is super sick. Carrera 4S. I don't know a lot about Porsches, but that's pretty cool looking. And there's the Range, the factory big old boy wheels on there. We're gonna leave the SLS here. I hope you guys enjoyed some of the fun facts I learned about this car. The one thing that's really annoying that I've driven it for quite a bit the past day is when you go to signal, intuitively you want to grab this. This is your cruise control. So you're constantly hitting your cruise control on and off. There's the signal. So I wish those were swapped. But other than that, not much to complain about. It looks so much better on 22s. The winters were like 20s or 21s, I don't remember, maybe 19s, but huge difference. All right, let's go say hi to the boys in here, and check this out. When you lock the doors, you see the handle right there? This is pretty fun. Folds the mirrors, tucks the handles in. What a car. Time to store the winters, but check this out. I have all these lights from Baja Designs. These are for the R8. And I still have more. Like, they sent so much. These are the side pods for the roof rack, the grill. These will actually go left and right of the car and actually slot in, built for that, which is cool. Then I have a whole other light bar, a curved one, right over here. And this is for the, well, it was for the front, so I'll have to repurpose this one now. So, dope guys, huge thanks to them. They really hooked it up for the R8 build. Plus, I bought these Sparco Rally mud flaps, but they're a little bit too narrow now, so I won't be using those. The diesel range has 85,000 kilometers. It's actually been incredibly, I don't want to say this out loud. I don't want to LOA this. How do I say this in the way I won't? It's amazing how reliable the Range Rover is. I towed a boat with this 2 days ago. My wife and I got a boat. Nothing crazy, it's 22-foot high field. So it's like a rib boat. It's good for the lake and the ocean. You can beach it. It's easy to operate, and it has a single 150 on it. Anyways, I towed it from Vancouver through the Coquihalla with this Range Rover, and it was legit awesome. It has a surge brake on the trailer, so it actually self-regulates the weight of that really well. But yeah, I've been really blown away with this vehicle. My wife, she's always wanted to get an SVR, but we both understand the benefit of the diesel. Yeah, it doesn't sound great, has no horsepower, it has great torque, but it's slow. However, it is so economical on fuel. Right now, we just had an election, and the Liberals, to convince people to vote for them, drop fuel prices, and Americans, and Canadians fell for it. Liberals got back in. So gas prices right now are super low. I just filled this thing and it was like $80 Canadian. Usually it's 150, 160. If this was gas premium, it'd be 250. Oh, it's Mike. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Did you just drop the SLS off?
Yeah, I put it to the garage. They're gonna bring it to you. I had to pick up the Range Rover. This with the Summers on it.
Oh, okay. How did your first day out on the tender go?
Ha, really good. My wife, ironically, is one that operates it. I just chill and operate the lines like a little pool boy. Well, always bring the car home full of diesel in this case, and nice and clean for the wife. She does a lot for me, that I travel so much, and then she's planned our entire honeymoon, which I'm pumped about. We're going to France and Italy, and she planned the entire thing, like literally to a T. I don't plan, I'm not a planner. It gives me anxiety. I just show up, no hotel reservation, no plan. Dim's the same way. All right, we'll figure it out. But I do appreciate when something's curated. That's why Gumball's really cool, because they build the road trip, the ultimate road trip, and you don't have to think about anything. You just show up. And that's a big reason why rallies are so successful. People want to go on an adventure, they don't want to think about it. Like, I've been on rallies where I literally do not know the route, where we're going, where we're staying, and I love that. My wife would hate it, but I love that. I love not having any plan. We're gonna go on the boat today, but I wanted to wrap up some things. I need to make some phone calls right now while I'm in here, make sure things are going good at the shop. Evan's not there. Evan went to Vegas with his girlfriend for the weekend. So I'm gonna give Tim a call and the boys, check on the store. Like I mentioned, you know, we have a lot of energy towards Garage 11 right now, and it's going really good. It's kind of cool because like Damon and I both been going to shops for years, pre-DDE, going to garages, going to all these places, getting things done, and learning about some of the challenges. So now when we have our own garage, we go, how would we want to be treated? How would we want this to work for us as customers? Take that, reverse engineer it for you guys that want to bring your cars in. And it's not just exotics. We've got like literally a Camaro came in. We've got BMWs, Mercedes, trucks doing lifts and things like that, which makes me really want to build a lift. Actually, I've got 2 builds in mind right now from a daily perspective. Number 1, I'm going to do this, hopefully. I'm waiting on this deal to go through. Give me a second, it's gonna get loud with the dryer here, so let's just wait for a second and get into it. Let me off. It's cool, the car wash, they have a mirror, so you can check out your ride after and see any damages these freaking things did to it. That looks like a dildo. All right, ready? Let's see how we look, baby. What do you guys think? Actually not bad. All right, so 2 vehicles I want to have here in Canada for when I'm in Alberta or driving through British Columbia or wherever I am in the Canadian side of the things, and not like the DDE HQ, DDE Supercar build, like actual cars that I don't care about the results for YouTube. Number 1 is I want to do a Maybach build, but I don't want to buy a Maybach because they're way too much money, and unfortunately it's the same shit. So I'm gonna get, and Uncle Raymond found me a 2017 S550 with 10,000 miles on it. It has chauffeur package, all the interior goodies, but it's a 550 on the outside, and I'm gonna convert it. And I wanna see, and I'll film this for the main channel, you know, how can you look rich on a budget, quote unquote? How can I build the ultimate dream Maybach for the cost of a brand new Honda Civic? So that's what I wanna do. I'm just waiting to see if I can get that car for a certain price. And then I want to do an off-road build. I really enjoy ripping around outdoors, and there's 2 options. You saw that in this video. There's Hummers. I actually found a few Hummers for sale for sub 100 grand Canadian, or a Raptor. So like a 2021, the newer updated Gen 3 Raptor, do a full, you know, off-road suspension, lights with Baja designs, and then take that and do some exploring and adventuring. But yeah, I want to have the ultimate luxury car and the ultimate off-road vehicle. Those are my dreams right now. And then, like I said, this bad boy my wife enjoys, but our lease is up in a year and a half, and I think she's gonna wanna get something that sounds a bit better. She likes vehicles, she likes cars, so she wants something with some power and some noise. So maybe an SVR. I'll definitely miss the fuel mileage of this thing because it's literally sips fuel and she drives it a lot. That's cool. Dope ass Corvette. I'm at a little racetrack here, which is kind of fun, underground parking. You know, watch these corners. You hear it though? It literally sounds like nothing. Doesn't even sound like diesel. And I don't know, I should look into it. There's a delete kit for these things. Canada has different rules. We can delete shit here. I bet you it's gonna be a lot faster. There's no warranty on it, so why not get like a what do you call it, rolling coal in the rangy range.